episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Kristen.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the Screen Rant pitch meeting for Loki. Of course, if you guys want to check out our reactions to Loki overall, you can check it out right here on this channel via SRB TV. But suffice to say, we enjoy our time with Loki.
Yes.
Can't wait to see where we go in season 2. And let's see what happens.
Let's dive into Screen Rant's pitch meeting for Loki and what they probably went on how they decided to put this thing together. So here we go.
So, you have a Loki TV show for me? Yes, sir, I do. So we're gonna pick up right from that scene in Avengers Endgame, right? Where Loki grabs the Tesseract during the Battle of New York. Okay. And so he's gonna get picked up by something called the Time Variance Authority, because he messed with something called the Sacred Timeline. So they have to prune this new timeline branch he made. Well, what about all that time travel the Avengers did? Yeah, well, see, the TVA says that was supposed to happen, but Loki grabbing the Tesseract, that wasn't. Okay, but some of the time travel they did was because Loki grabbed the Tesseract. Yeah, well, don't worry about that. Okay, I won't. So they bring Loki to the TVA headquarters, and a robot starts to take his clothes off with some claws. But then that doesn't work, so the robot just kind of zaps his clothes off. What are you talking about? Well, sir, if Loki's gonna be the star of a Marvel show, we're gonna have to see him shirtless. That's how this works. Right, of course, that makes sense. So the Ravonna Renslayer wants to kill him, because he's a bad variant. Alright. But then this guy Mobius pops in and stops her, and by the way, I was thinking we could get Owen Wilson to play this guy. Oh, people love Owen Wilson. Yeah, they do. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
And this
Wow, wow, wow. Wow.
I now have a deep desire to see Owen Wilson on a jet ski that I didn't have just a few seconds ago. I know you do. That's the main hook of the show now. Picturing Owen Wilson on a jet ski is tight. So Mobius is going to show Loki a video of how his life plays out after the Battle of New York. Getting his mom killed, getting close to Thor, getting killed by Thanos. Okay. So watching this video is going to completely change Loki into a sympathetic character that can lead his own TV show. He just killed Phil Coulson. Yeah, but he watched a video, so he's pretty much a good guy now. Oh, okay, you're speed running this character development. Yeah, just kind of get it out of the way.
We only had 6 episodes.
Video, which somehow has the same cinematography as the movies did. Well, okay then. And so anyway, the reason that Mobius wants Loki's help is because he's chasing this other variant that keeps killing TVA agents, and it's another variant of Loki. Oh. Yeah, and so then Loki figures out that this other version of him is hiding in apocalypses, because you could do anything there and it won't affect stuff because those timelines are ending anyway. I guess that makes sense. It does. See, Loki and Mobius...
I don't know, it's not bad.
Loki starts interacting with people right before Mount Vesuvius erupts. Okay, but wouldn't that lead to some of those people dying in different positions than they would have, which would then affect the days of the people that discovered the bodies and create some kind of butterfly effect?
You're having too much into detail.
So eventually they go to the supermarket in the future, and Loki discovers that the other Loki is a woman, and she goes by Sylvie. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and so this is her show now. What? Yeah, this is really Sylvie.
I love that. This is very
groomed at a young age and managed to escape, and she's been building up this attack against the TVA for all these years, and Loki's just kind of along for the ride. Oh, okay, gotcha. And so Sylvie sends a bunch of these things called reset charges into the TVA to distract them, right? And she wants to kill these beings called the Timekeepers, who apparently run the show. Very exciting. But then they get attacked, so Loki uses this thing called a tempad to teleport them onto a planet called Lamentus that's about to be destroyed. Smart. No, not smart, because Sylvie's like, that plan at the TVA, that was years in the making. Years. And you just ruined it. So why doesn't she just use the tempad to go back and finish the job? Well, no, now it's out of power. The plan was years in the making, but she didn't charge the tempad. That's what we're going
with. To be fair, she only just got it.
Talk for like 30 minutes straight, because that's kind of the deal with these episodes. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, a whole lot of talking. So then they find this big escape ship they have to get onto, and Loki's gonna be like, oh my god, they're gonna leave all these people to die. I mean, what does he care? He just killed a bunch of people in New York. Sir, he watched a video. He cares about this
stuff. Video. Let's go back to the video.
So this city...
You watched the video.
Sorry, I forgot. From falling with his mind. Oh, wow, I didn't realize he could do that. That's because his power level changes from scene to scene, depending on what I want to happen. Oh, neat. Anyway, then the escape ship explodes, so their one way out is destroyed. Well, it's gonna be hard to get out of there now. Actually, it's gonna be super easy.
Barely even get easy.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, the power of their newfound love creates a new timeline branch, so the TVA comes and picks them up. Okay, I thought the whole thing about apocalypses was that anything could happen and it wouldn't change anything. Why does them falling in love affect things? Because it does, so they're in love now.
Because it does.
Can you imagine falling in love with yourself? I can. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not interested. Oh no, I can imagine it, obviously, since I wrote it. Also, we're not the same person. I have glasses.
Right, of course. I have
It's also
glasses.
going to reveal that the TV agents are actually just variants that used to be real people. Oh. And then eventually they find out that the timekeepers aren't even real, and Mobius and Loki are both going to get pruned. Oh my god, Loki dies? Well, no, because see, we're going to learn that pruning someone just sends them to the void at the end of time, where a big smoke monster called Alioth is then going to kill them. Okay, why doesn't the TVA just straight up kill people then? Why the extra steps? Well, because the fans are going to expect a scene where we watch Loki die only to find out he's not really dead. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
He ends up in this void place where there are different kinds of Loki variants. Like there's an old Loki, there's an alligator Loki. Okay, does that mean in one timeline Odin adopted an alligator, or that they were all alligators in that timeline? Doesn't matter. What does matter is that we have an alligator Loki now. Fair enough. So what's the alligator gonna do? Eat someone's hand. That makes a lot of sense. So meanwhile,
That makes a lot.
Explains to Sylvie the whole thing about how pruning sends you to a void, and she also says there's a ship that can bring you there. Okay. But see, Sylvie is smart, and she realizes that she's just stalling for time so agents can get there, and there is no ship. So what does she do? Well, she prunes herself so she can go to the void too. If she decided that Ravonna was lying about the ship, why did she think she was telling the truth about the void and the pruning? I don't know, but luckily she was telling the truth about that one part.
Yeah,
so
she
it
was
worked
just
out
taking
great.
a risk.
Fantastic. So then
She had no other options. She was either going to capture her or take a
Mobius
chance.
shows up in a pizza car and saves her. How do you know where she was? Unclear, but then they go join Loki, who's been dealing with like a bunch of Lokis. Very fun. And then Sylvie's gonna realize that she can use her enchantment powers on this beast. She's been using them on people all season, kind of like a mind control thing. Literally nobody in the history of time who's ever been pruned has had powers like that. That's what we're going with. Well, okay then. And Mobius is gonna go back to the TVA using a temp pad, and Ravona's gonna overpower him and escape through a doorway thing. Where's she going? Into season 2, presumably. So then we're gonna meet this guy called He Who Remains, who's kind of Kang the Conqueror, only we don't know he's kind of Kang the Conqueror yet, only we do, because we're obviously gonna announce the casting. Oh boy, so what's he gonna do? Oh, well, he's gonna talk. Oh, yeah, he's gonna talk for like 45 minutes. He's gonna explain everything. It's gonna be like that architect scene from The Matrix. Wow. Talk. And sometimes Loki and Sylvie are gonna be like, why? Or what does that mean? And that'll set up the next rounds of talking. A very talky finale. And so essentially this guy is like, you can kill me, which will create like a multiverse and a huge war, or you can take over and protect the sacred timeline. So what happens? Well, Sylvie does kill him, and then the multiverse branches out into like crazy timelines, and he's like, see you soon. Oh boy, that's massive. It's a massive deal. This multiverse is going to shape the whole phase of the MCU.
We won't see you until 2023.
Nobody's going to see this coming. Yeah, as long as we don't spoil that this is going to happen in some way. Oh yeah, well, we might do that now that you mention it. What? How?
Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, and then the fact that he announced King the Conqueror is going to be the antagonist in the third Ant-Man film. Yeah, but it's hard to disagree with it's hard to disagree. What was my words?
Agree or disagree?
Agree to disagree on a few things. Like, I can understand like why she took a chance of being pruned, because she was going to get captured, and the tiny possibility of Loki possibly being alive.
Yeah.
She tied.
And then the details in the whole apocalypse of like, well, if their bodies were moved over here, over there, it's like, it's the details. It's like we're not diving too much into detail of that part. You know, it's.
I think when Kang measures like what really alters a timeline, it's not like slight little alterations. It's like overall significance of how much the timeline would be affected.
Yeah.
Like them falling in love would create like a very big like Nexus event. That was
the Nexus.
One thing I noticed that I didn't notice in the original is in the scene where after Sylvie sends the machines to the different parts of time.
Yeah.
I didn't know that when they're listing off the different points of time they're affecting, one of them says ego. Mm-hmm. But you're like, oh, that's a cool nod. I didn't know this before. But yeah, for the most part, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people. There's mixed reactions in the finale.
It's one of the first Marvel MCU Marvel shows where people are like really mixed about compared to the last two shows that we got. Mm-hmm. This one was like really one of those big. You know, because it was only 6 episodes, and like they said, there's a lot of talking in this episode, where it's kind of like exposition.
I did love the whole joke about like falling in love with yourself, and it's like obviously he looks just like no, but we're not the same.
I have glasses. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You know, but like I said, overall, it's like it depends on how people take it for the show. People may like it, people may not like it, people may be really iffy with it.
Oh, when they talk about almost as a wow thing, I love it. Wow.
Yeah. but it's like, you know, you take it or you leave it, pretty much. If you like the show, you enjoyed it, and you enjoyed it. If you didn't, okay. You know, everybody has certain reasons of why maybe they enjoyed this show, or maybe why they didn't. But for us, we thought it was good. We thought it was just, it was good, and can't wait to see where they're gonna go with the second season.
Yes, of course. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about pitch fiends or the series Loki in general, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this pitch meeting. Do you think they nailed it right on the money? Do you think they, were right about a lot of stuff, or are you do you think they were supposed to be a lot more that they could have added? I mean, and what are your guys' thoughts on Loki? Loki show overall. Did you enjoy it? Did you have fun with it? Were you kind of iffy with it? Did you have any issues with it yourself personally? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall to this pitch meeting, but most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, folks, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And make sure to watch us on a very SRB TV filled episodes of Loki. But also, this has been a very Loki filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.